did a lot for the wins. Since new keys can't care what's still private, I might just double it up, did it, never enough, I'm with it, 5, 2, 3 on the business, whole team got wins in the world, so spinning.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Arizona Cardinals. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This is Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory. In there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On the handoff.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. And this is caught off a deflection. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards.
Yeah, that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Tannehill. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Patrick Peterson brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tannehill. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Tackle made by Jayon Brown.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
It's a gain of 7.
That's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Being chased out left. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from inside the 20, here's... And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball.
Derrick Henry all alone. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 83 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He was looking for Gronk that time, but now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just kind of shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the gun, Murray dancing to his left. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels... inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Murray gets this one to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Andy Isabella.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
And 4 at the 37-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Brings up second.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Again to Henry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He gives to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
You have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. But defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Henry. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers. There's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're going to just roam and hit.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now
on 4th down, Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And I think the ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think the teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good effort to spin free from that first wave, but they still hit him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
7-yard line.
Now it's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Open man, Gronkowski complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first, and he is in for 6. Touch. Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful.
14. Titans 13.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense is sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
On the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the tackle.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the rookie runner from App State, it's Darrington Evans. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
At the 29-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll toss this out to Evans. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
You got him. You got him.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way, because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Cardinals 22, Titans 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He finds Corey Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Second and 10.
Tannehill. hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? Acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cuz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with a cash? Ain't a guy that's mad. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
She-Rag got me.
That boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, play. Say so what you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it. Nah. If you gonna do it, then you don't play with it, play. Exactly. Yeah. You built like that.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience.